And we are live. It's a Tuesday. We're keeping these rolling. The updates. I'm here with Pastor Dave. Pastor Dave, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. Good morning. How are you holding up?
I'm doing mediocre as usual, and excited though to be on here. And we talked to the Eppards last week on Thursday. Today, much to my excitement, we get to talk to Chris and Donnie. What's their last name? I don't remember. Lee. Yeah, I should know. All right, so let's bring them without further ado. Let's bring them right on. Hey, guys.
Hello. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good morning, Father Dave.
Good morning. What's up?
Good morning. Good morning.
Don't be afraid to speak up. Me and Dave are loud. Well, I'm a loud talker. So everybody, don't be afraid to speak up. Good to have you guys on. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, what's the update? What's the latest on y'all's schedule and relocation and all that stuff?
Boxes everywhere. That is the biggest update. There are literally boxes upon boxes. But I think we're making good headway. We've got about 2 weeks until, a week and 6 days now until we're supposed to leave.
Yeah.
So, God willing, we will have everything packed up and ready to go on the 15th.
Good deal.
We're going to wait a few days before we box up the kids.
Yeah.
You need air and food for a couple extra days before the trip.
Do air holes, please. And that will make the drive a little more relaxing if they're actually boxed up like that. Did y'all go through and get rid of a bunch of junk? Was it cleansing? Has it been a cleansing process for you, or has it just been like most moves where it's just sort of agony the whole time?
I just want to get rid of everything. I haven't moved a whole family across the country, so it seems like a lot to take things that you could just pick up when you get there.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, it's been nice because a lot of things we've had sitting around for years and years and years and didn't realize we had. So it's been a good perk for me anyway.
Well, I was done packing in about 10 minutes. Now we're just packing the rest of Donnie's things.
Okay. All right. Good deal. We probably shouldn't comment on that. This is not a marital counseling session. But I know we've moved around a lot. I understand how moving just is not great. Mm-hmm. But you're moving to a great place and a great church, and we're looking forward to doing some great ministry together. Chris is going to be leading worship for us on Sunday mornings at 10:30, and Donnie is also has a sweet voice. We look forward to hearing that as well. As everybody knows, the Lord has just been so good in bringing us new musicians lately with Ed back there on bass and Brad on drums, our little drummer boy, and all sorts of good vocalists up there, and with Rose helping out so much, and her husband BJ. It's just been a blessing to watch God sort of bring the team around over the last couple of months or so. And so we're looking forward to Chris coming and sort of helping us pull it all together. Kendra will be back there on keyboard and assisting Chris. And so, man, we're gonna have like a marching band back there. I mean, we'll be able to do football games and stuff. And I'm just thrilled. So I hope you guys are excited. And then we're going to be, before long, we're going to be kind of looking down in Jacksonville direction to see if God might have us planting a church down there. And we got to start making relationships and tilling that soil down there before too long as well. But thrilled at the fact that God's bringing you guys, and it's can't come too soon. You know, that's how this has been going on a little while, and looking forward to this part of the journey coming to closure. So how are you guys doing managing everything else and getting everything set up down here? Everything looking good for you?
I think so. Kids are getting ready for school. We've got dates for orientations and things like that. As long as the movers are on time, we've been in touch with everybody about the house and things like that. You guys have been overly helpful, and it has been actually a pretty smooth transition for about a month and a half.
Good deal. Good deal. What the kids, so the school's all set up for the kids and all?
It is. It is. So
Good.
I have to have an IEP meeting for Cadence, obviously, before school starts to see what we need to do to make sure that everybody's comfortable there. But I am looking forward to having it, and I trust that God will put everything in place it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, he will. That's his job. That's his job. So we've been Judah, you look like you have a profound thought or a probing question.
Well, I was just curious as to what the whole process was. I haven't heard the what happened that you guys came to realize you wanted to be here, that God was bringing you here to Morehead City or Newport, where to All Saints.
They're gone.
Man, I asked the wrong question. Okay, there.
Yeah.
They're back. They're messing with us, Judah. They're like, we're out of here. We're out of here. Enough.
We don't want to say.
Too personal. Sorry.
Yeah. Touchy.
I walked into All Saints for the first time on Good Friday, and I didn't even want to go. My bishop said that he wanted to go and just meet with Father Dave and say hi. And my friend Bishop Jared is a friend of Father Dave's. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know him. So you guys go ahead. And they're like, no, you're going. And I was like, okay. And so walked into All Saints, met Father Dave, started talking. And they were having a really good and profound and theological conversation. And I think that I was just kind of wandering around like a little kid, being nosy, looking at all the things in the church. And Father Dave mentioned that they were open for somebody to do worship. And my bishop said, well, that's your guy walking around over there. And so I, at that point, realizing I'd been brought into the conversation, I came over and said hi. And I told Dave, I said, well, it seems like a long shot, but I mean, it's probably a long shot. And Father Dave said, well, you never know about long shots. And so he said, why don't you just send me your stuff? And so I sent him my stuff, and we talked on the phone, and we talked on the phone again. And then we had some video meetings, and then all of a sudden, poof, here it comes.
Wow, what a process. Was it sort of same? How was it for you, Donnie? How did you fit into all that?
It was a whirlwind. He had called and said that they were coming, that he had met Father Dave and that they were coming to the service that evening, and that there was the potential for an interview type of situation. And so since he was down there just playing music for Easter week, like, we just thought that he was going to go down like a regular week. And so when this popped up, we were like, okay, we tend to kind of fly by the seat of our pants and go where God leads us to go. And we've been praying for about 2 years now for God to take us somewhere and for us to be able to be used and to be able to serve and to utilize the skills that we do have for the Lord. And so this, like I said, quick whirlwind, and the interview started, and then more interviews, and then we were on a plane and we came to visit, and it was absolutely outstanding. And we just felt so welcome. And after the visit, there really was no reason to say no, because we felt so welcome.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever hear from Father Dave again. I figured after he saw me play and sing, I was like, yeah, that's that probably. And so home we went and on to other things, but he kept after it. He really did. He kept after it. And a little known fact, I was ready to say yes to another church, and Father Dave was persistent and kept at it and kept kept chipping away at the little seemingly little resistance bumps. And so, yeah, you all can blame Father Dave if you don't like me when I get there.
The congregation is used to that, so that's fine. That's fine. I am as well. Yeah, I I think the cool thing, and it's fascinating, the similarities with the Ian and Kendra that we talked to last week, and that's that the sort of the parallel path there. We were just trying to be obedient to what our bishop was saying in terms of bringing in some extra clergy help, and then we had the obvious need for a worship leader, and so to get to have both of those in one person is kind of a unique blessing. But with the Eppards and then with the Lees, God brought these folks to us. I had signed up for these recruiting websites and visiting where I was going to go visit seminaries and make phone calls, and God just brought these folks, and to me that's always been one of the marks of validation, verification for me in my walk, and that's that when I'm not forcing something and the Lord just brings it, that really helps me see His hand at work a whole lot more clearly. I think a lot of people would have that same testimony, and it really helps my wife because she knows it's not just me cooking up the next scheme that I tend to do. And so when God brought the Eppards and God brought Chris and Donnie, it's just like, okay, I sort of felt like at a point we were sort of thinking and maybe felt pressure to like pick one, and
one or the other.
Yeah, one, pick one couple or the other couple, and I just was like, forget it, I want both. And we came in and told the personnel committee and vestry, it's like, look, we've got two great couples, and I want them both, and I just want to see, because I think God wanted them both to come here and be here and minister here. So yeah, I think it's really cool. And I know for you guys, Chris and Donnie, it's just going to be one of those, just another season where the Lord, Katie and I describe it as holding hands and jumping. You don't know what the deal is, and we never really can if we're really walking with the Lord, watching the Lord. All we got to do is follow, and we put our foot out, and the Lord will slide a plank under it, and that's how the bridge gets built. But one step at a time, and these steps of faith are just going to build such powerful testimonies and continue to build powerful testimonies for you and your kids.
Oh yeah,
and the people you minister to. So we're excited about it. Hey, let me ask one thing before I take off here.
Okay.
I was telling when Ian and Kendra were down a couple of weeks ago, it really hit me when we were talking. Kind of in our last sort of goodbye meeting before they took off, it really hit me that the Lord was saying that He's not just calling you guys to come down here and duplicate that which has already been done, but the Lord's calling you to come down and create, to draw forth something that is not yet, and in the power of the Holy Spirit. And what could you envision the Lord doing? Beside a new and wonderful worship team and church plant, perhaps. What other thing do you think, any things, and we haven't scripted this, we haven't talked about this, but what else could God be doing with you two all that would be creative and new? Has He put anything on you yet?
Well, oddly and interestingly enough, excellent segue, by the way.
I love those adverbs. Those are awesome adverbs.
Yes. Actually, for those that don't know, our son Cadence has autism. And so Donnie and I have lived the last almost 9 years in the world of autism and special needs families, and the kinds of helps that are needed in that type of situation. And just as it would seemingly happen, we have news that there are some wonderful families that are coming to All Saints that may have similar situations
And
to
needs,
us
yeah.
and needs. And so we're excited about what new things can be done.
Yeah.
Amen.
To make them more comfortable.
Yeah, to reach families like ours with special needs kids, and the kinds of maybe programs and services and all kinds of good things. That's just one of the many things.
Yeah.
You don't have time for me to get into the new things for the worship team. Well, I like surprises. We'll save that.
Let's not save them for a Sunday morning. We'll work them out in advance. How's
I'm
that?
sure that it involves live guitars. That I can guarantee.
Oh.
He is a heavy metal shredder. I know that. I
Listen,
know that.
you got your look. You had your choice today. It was either that you got the cassock, which is the last thing that hasn't been packed of my duties here, or it was going to be an Iron Maiden t-shirt. And so I went with
That. Hey,
I can't say there's not an Iron Maiden t-shirt under this.
hey, those are mysteries known only to the Lord, you know. Yeah. Well, you know, Judah, you've had a lot of experience working with special needs kids and families, and you know, I just look around the church and I see that that opportunity just sort of keeps circulating throughout conversations, and so I'm thrilled. I just think that is a mission field that really could be cultivated and well tended by folks. And you know, I know God's just got a special thing in store, and totally looking forward to it. So anyway, I've got to cut out here and get on a phone with somebody who wears a purple shirt, and that's not me. And so anyway, I'll take. Are we ready to break, Judah? Do you think? Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're a little over our 15-minute mark, but that's fine. It's great to touch base and get to know you guys a little bit. Of course, we're going to get to know you a whole lot more in person.
Very.
And looking forward to that. We just want to welcome you guys and just bless you guys when you get here. When is the big day the big moving day that I can come move some boxes?
Well, we're hoping if we leave the 15th, we're assuming that it should arrive the 16th, but it's just we're supposed to get the final date 3 to 5 days before then. So
okay,
we'll get the exact time for
so
sure.
Okay,
sometime in October. So sometime in October, basically, is what we're thinking, right?
The way I drive, it might take me that long, Father Dave.
That's right.
Drive 1 hour, have a snack, a nap. Drive 1 hour.
I used to make that trip. You know,
on time.
My family lived up in Chicago for a while, so we know that trip. It's a long trip.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all right. Well, we're gonna have to sign off and find out more. Lots has been teased here. We may see Iron Maiden t-shirts in the future. We love you guys, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Goodbye. See y'all.